no plan for tonight, but we're just going to wing it and see what we can create. All right. Move that over to there, move over to there. Can I make that window smaller? No. I need another screen. All right. Let's... Oh my goodness, go away. Let's kind of smash this out. So we're going to try and work on creating some sort of sci-fi canon, but then also we will break it apart so that we have individual pieces, and then we can just kind of like start slapping things together. So this is all Spooky's idea, so if it fails, we blame him. Dennis, Jason, oh my goodness, we're all here. You know what I might do? Let's click the share button here. I'm going to go copy in here. And let's just ping everyone in Discord. Everyone, hey, streaming at the moment. Come say hi. Control V. After 800 people, sure. There we go. All right, so I tried to use a little bit of AI to kind of create some canons or something, but just kind of like all the images just look like rubbish. So we're not going to, we're not going to go with that. Yeah, I'm blaming you, buddy. So we're just going to see what's going to happen. I do like the style of the Blender Bros. I do like how, what am I trying to say? I do like how they create their special canons. So I'm going to try and mimic that one for now. And we'll kind of create a bit of a base and then we'll expand on it. Leo, welcome. Huge cannon mounted on a bike. I mean, it can happen. So going to let's just kind of start off with something simple. This can be the main portion of the cannon. Later on, we can probably make this a bit of a housing. So I'm just going to keep that for now. And I'm going to select this section. We'll do an I to do an inset, and then E to extrude. Just going to Shift D that face, and we'll bring it up. We'll do I to do an inset, I to do an inset. And I'm going to delete this face, and we'll delete this face here. That way, when I select this, we go E to extrude. There we go. So we've kind of already got a bit of a base model for now. Shade smooth on all angles. Nice. Okay. What I am thinking is if we go add modifier, let's just maybe select all. I'm going to GX and just move it over a smidgen. What's that? 0.5. Come on over into here, generate, and we'll throw in a mirror modifier. There we go. So we're kind of going with a dual cannon. Spectacular. Deadly. Welcome. The road version of the A10. It makes special kind of crazy to volunteer for that monstrosity. I haven't touched Star Citizen for about a week. It's just like it takes me 15-20 minutes to run to my ship, which is really annoying. Not that long, but still. Thought there was going to be. Yep, there is one. Have a closet of only black t-shirts. I don't see Josh, but I see Raul maybe doing that. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't shoot me, guys. Okay, so we've kind of got this inset. I do like how they have the cutouts, kind of like the air vents. So if we go ahead and we do that, I'm going to grab a circle, tab into edit mode. Let's go rotate on the y-axis. And I'm just going to move, grab everything. We're just going to move it over to the side for a smidge. While we do some editing from here, I'm going to select all this, E to extrude, and let's go Z -5. Probably a little bit too much, but that's okay. I'm going to grab now these vertices here and delete vertices. So now we kind of have this oval shape. Let's go E to extrude along the x-axis. I'm just going to press F and F on that, and then we can scale that in. what we'll do, right click, we just put the origin point for there, and I'm just going to leave that cut up. We'll just put it to the side. But we'll bring this one here. I'm going to move it to there. Let's scale it down a smidge. Let's rotate on maybe 30 degrees to the minus. Might make it a bit bigger. Tab into edit mode. I'm just going to Shift D on the Y. Shift D on the Y. Hold Control just to snap it. So we kind of have these insets. Let's have a look. Are we sitting all the way in? We're not. So I'm going to do that now. Do we do both sides straight off the bat? We'll do both sides straight off the bat. So something like that. From here, with the Bull tool enabled, which is a free add-on that comes with Blender, Shift left click, and then I'm going to go Control numpad minus, and now we've kind of got these slots in here. Now, just looking at this space here, I'm going to pull that back to there, and we're just going to close up. Let's go E to extrude. Delete these faces because I want to close up these inside faces, and then from here we'll just go F, 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 F. Wait. One more? Nope, that's good. There we go. So kind of like we've got that side there. Definitely a bit low compared to that fallow noise. Mr. Emergency, welcome. Volume is really low. Oh, interesting. Why is that? Why is that? Okay, let's go into sound settings. Heads. Oh, what the? It's weird. All right, see how that is, because I can see it going up nice and high. That's that. It is a little bit low, isn't it? Why you're a little bit low? Stream track. That's a stream track. That's mute. And you don't go any higher. Okay. Let's just go into sound settings one more time. That's a bit bizarre. I wonder why. Speakers, input, that one. Bump it up. All right, there we go. That's a lot louder. I'm like on the yellow now. Cool beans. Probably should have done that a long time ago. All right, so let's kind of continue on. Let me get rid of the sound settings. Bring the chat back, boy. All right. A little bit of moisture. Okay, so I like how this is looking already. I think the Canons, though, are a bit going up, going viral. Madness. What? I'm Mr. Patrick Stouts here. Welcome. Okay, I am liking this. I think, though, we need to throw in a bit of a bevel, and that will stuff everything up. Let's put that there. Kind of want to work on that section. Mr. Night Cow, welcome. Oh, itchy foot. From here, let's put in a cube, and then this cube is going to sit over the top. So I'm going to do a that. G to the Z, bring it about there. From here, let's throw in a solidify modifier. Now I am winging all this. This is kind of, I'm just kind of putting shapes together and seeing what happens. Do an even thickness. Let's go 0.1. Nice. So yeah, there is no method to my madness at the moment. Press V to rip, Control L, delete vertices. We will kind of block through this first one, and then hopefully as we kind of carry on to the next ones, it'll make life a lot easier. So let's push that out, and then make sure we've got clipping enabled. I'm going to push that all the way in. Nice. G to the Z. All right, and so now we can maybe add a little bit of decorativeness. G to the Y. I don't really like that. What about the other way? Nice. Yeah, mailbox. If you close your eyes while rounding an edge, dear Bevel, oh my goodness. That's terrible. Oh, actually, no, I do have some terrible jokes. Let's go down into the dad chat. Far. I quit my job today working in a helium balloon factory. I won't be spoken to in that tone of voice. Two robbers are robbing a liquor store, and one grabs a bottle and asks if this is whiskey. The other one says it's less whiskey than robbing a bank. Oh yeah. They're thinking about introducing glass coffins. Not sure how popular it will be, but remains to be seen. Post office responds to an email, a parcel launcher that sends items 99% of the steam light. Yes, maybe. It's actually not bad. I like that idea. Okay. Now, if we... let's take this as maybe a smaller gun. It's not going to be a good one. Sorry. I just saw Leo's comment. It's not going to be kind of like a large turbo cannon that might sit on like a Star Destroyer or something. We're going to be aiming for some small ships, and that's what these are going to be sitting on. So they're not really going to be swiveling. It's more you point forward and you shoot and you hope for the best. So that's what we're kind of building at the moment. We will try and make our way so it's mounted either way. Coffin one was questionable. Remains to be seen. But yeah, that one, I think that should be fine either way we do it. So let's go from here. We've got our kind of like cover, and then we'll put a piece here, and that piece at the bottom is what's going to attach to the ship. Either it goes on top or the bottom. So from here, let's think about this. Let's do a cubie. Something like that. And now because we've given us the restrictions or the boundaries of it doesn't need to swivel, that means we can get away with a little bit extra. So let's go something like that. There needs to be, I've got a feeling that kind of needs to be something like that. Whoops. Let's go GZE to extrude. And then from here, this can bring us back. I did have an idea while I was in the bathroom just before. I know it sounds random. However, if I go mesh bolt, so we've got a bolt now. I'm going to press N. Nope. I'm going to press add bolt information. Yep, I'm out of the way. Is there. Now, I want to create major diameter. Okay. Small diameter. I want, is it the pitch? That's the pitch. Thread length, we'll just make it bigger. And then crest percentage, I think, is the one I wanted. Yeah, that's the one I wanted. Cool. So let's apply that. And then from here, I'm going to go tab into edit mode. I want to chop off. Maybe we do this. Maybe we get the knife tool. We go K for the knife tool. I'm going to select that vertice. A and C. Say A, so it's going across 90 degrees. And C, so it cuts through all the mesh. Let's press V to rip. That way I can go Control L, delete vertices. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Select that. F. Now the reason why I've done that. Let's go rotate 90. Can now bring that there. I know it's really stupid high poly. But what this gives me now is this kind of coolish effect that maybe we can utilize. Let's just see if that's in the middle. Doesn't look like in the middle, does it? About there, I'd say. What did you say? So let's just move that out of the way. And then let's grab all this, scale it on the y-axis. I do kind of like that. We need to kind of maybe clear out the inside to avoid having mesh bald add a hair particle. Brilliant. Okay, I do like this piece. We're actually going to keep it. Let's just move it over to there for now. However, obviously when we're looking at it, we can actually see it in here. Cheapest and easiest way around. You know what? Let's just give it a, let's just cut it across. So same thing, I'm going to press K to bring up the knife tool. Select a vertice. There we go. A and C all the way through. Enter. V to rip. Control L is going to fail. Which is fine. I'm going to select all that. Delete faces. And so now we've kind of got this piece underneath. Shade smooth by angle. I reckon probably make it bigger. And maybe something like that. Nice. Let's add a modifier, generate, mirror. Oh, that was easy. 18, welcome. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. Okay, I like that. It's added a bit more extra grunt. This plate here, so now we know we've got to bring this one down. And what I am thinking is that if we add in some, I got water all over my face now. That's great. Scale. Let's create some sort of like piping-ish. So do E to extrude, right click. Let's bring up our spin tool. And make sure we bring up all the angles because we love it. That there is 45. I'm just going to do small ones for now. Shift D, X, rotate Y 180. Let's bring it to about there. From here, add modifier, generate, mirror modifier. And then we'll bring that down to about there. Even though we're not really going to be seeing that, I think it's just going to be adding just that little bit extra. If you hear what I'm putting down. Shade smooth, nice. Definitely at the back here, we're going to have some nice big pipes. Probably some sort of something to do with getting rid of some of the heat. So the way we're going to do that is super lazy. Add in a plane. I'm going to do a whole bunch of subsurfs. Cool. I'm going to press I to do an inset and I again. So we've got individual planes, I guess. Let's go delete. Let's maybe put an edge loop through here first. Then we'll select all that. Let's grab yo. Shifter. Nope. Grabbing all this, and then we're going to delete Marco. Come on, man. Delete vertices. Now we've got E to extrude. And then we're going to select just this vertices up here. G to the Z. All right. So now we've kind of got this heat sink that we can use. There we go. Something like that. Scale on the X. Let's maybe try and get that more into the middle. Are you the middle? You're the middle. Just freeballing it. 3, about there. Cool, so now we've got, yep, this heat exchange, scale on the Y. Nice! Get, oh my gosh, I can't even say that. Hey, mate! I'm cooked. It is currently midnight, but we are going to persevere and try and smash some of these models out. From here, let's maybe add a little bit of decoration through here. And we'll do cut through there, scale on the y-axis 0, delete faces. And then we might just do an edge loop through here. GG. Select all, mesh, merge by distance. Cool. I like it. And then that way that gives us a little bit more extra views into here. I've got a feeling that I'm going to go Shift D, P, separate by selection. Let's select one of these meshes. Going to change that to 0 and 0.02. So it's, yeah, let's go 0.8. And now what this is going to be doing, even though it's a little bit early to be doing this, I mean, technically we still are in the blocking phase. I am just going to purge some of these faces. Let's go I to do an inset. Nah, that's disgusting. Something like that. Delete, select that, delete faces. U, and we'll put one there. Delete and delete faces. And so now we're kind of just putting up like a little bit of platings around here. Bonza. 18, yes, go right ahead. Let me know. What do you want to know, man? We're going to do that. Delete faces. And then from here, we will do my specialty. I'm going to delete faces on that. Let's go here. Select both of these. Control B to do a bevel. And then we're going to grab this. GG. Just pull that one back. And then we'll do the same on this side. GG. Nice. I like it. I do have a feeling, though, I should maybe E to extrude on that. That's kind of cool. However, let's kind of break up that shape. Something like so. And then from here, let's put an edge loop. And then we're going to grab that G to the Y. Cool. I thinking we might even add in maybe another small plate just underneath. But I think we're cooking with gas. Yep. Let's go GG. Do you have any advice for making props for the Red M game? What the heck is Red M game? Red M game. Caps lock is turned on. Red Dead Redemption? I have no idea. What is this? Let's have a quick squizzaroonie. Probably the biggest thing is because of the fact that it's for a game engine, is low poly, quality textures. You want to focus on your texture work on that one. Marco Munitions Manufacturing Division. Oh, that's clever. I got water all over my face again. That is good. I got to change my logo. I showed it to my brother many moons ago. He goes, no, I'm not going to say it. Because once I say it, you can't unsee it. Anyway, cool. I like that. I do like that idea. The munitions one. Oops, let's go G to the Z. Let's delete those ones there. And then we've kind of got this nice little plating. Definitely from here, we're going to have to create some sort of pipes, because just having plates on that doesn't really work too well. But yeah. Okay, so yeah. Oh, jeez, Dennis. Yeah. So, but anyway, I've just kind of kept it as is for now, purely for... I started just using my face, which, you know, depending on who you are, might not have improved the situation. Okay, so from here, I'm going to scale that. I'm going to select this, shift, right click from here. Let's go 45, E to extrude, bring that out. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Let's bring it like so. And then from here, shift, right click. Oops. Let's just grab this face like so. And then we're going to go shift, right click, down, E to extrude. Ugh, itchy nose. I do like this shape so much. I think what we might have to do is shift D, duplicate. And we'll see, can we squeeze it in? Yes, we can. Let's go add modifier, generate. We'll do a mirror modifier on that one. That's kind of giving us a little bit. What the brother? Bit stubby. Yeah, so you have to remember this one's just going to be kind of like sitting on a small ship, so it's not going to have any control, kind of like moving left or right. So that's why we've gone with this design. Oops. Let's go V in the middle. Control L, delete vertices. I have been doing a ton of 3D printing. I kind of want to get into, kind of want to go to uni and do electrical engineering, but I know that fat chance leaving my current role. I kind of wish I wasn't lazy in year 12 and went and actually did robotics. But no, Marco was lazy. Okay, so from here, let's go E to extrude, give that a little bit of a platform, put an edge loop through there, Control B, G to the X. What did you rather say about the logo? Unskippable ad. Oh my, okay. Terry, I'm just going to, I'll send you a message. Where are you? Where is she? Ooh. 4K. You're not 4K. What are you? Ah, that's where you are. I hope you just read that message with no context. That's weird. Hang on, I'm gonna pause that. All right. I like this. I like the shape of it. This gap here, I think, needs to be filled with something, and I think I know what. Playing quite a bit of Factorio with my son at the moment. What we're going to make is almost like a batteries. Let's do that. We're going to put in here, Control B to do a bevel, something like that. From here, let's do Shift D, scale it up. And then, actually we'll select both of these sections, Control L, H to hide. Select this, E to extrude along the y-axis, and then we can clear these out. Delete vertices. Now when we go Alt H, X, awesome. Control L, we deselect these with that middle mouse button. G to the Y. Something like show. If video was to make an animated movie, they would call it The Secrets of Nymphs. Terry reposted in the chat. Oh gosh. But anyway, that's my brother for you. You had to be very careful where you parked your car. Because one time, because I never, like wherever I parked, I never walked around to the passenger side. So one time he drew a big... How's your father? And yeah, it was on there for like 3 weeks. So yeah. Oh, memories. So from here, we're getting a scale Z0. What I was thinking is in this section here, rotate 45, and we'll scale that down. Ooh, yes. That's looking schmick. Let's just rotate that a little bit. Scale it up. Bring that back down. Awesome. Brilliant. I'm almost thinking that we should duplicate this. Like so. Nice. Looking voice chat. I see you don't use hard ops. Oh my goodness. Hard ops was probably the second add-on that I ever bought. And I've said this before. Master Xeon created it for his workflow, and I've tried quite a few times to go, right, let's actually learn hard ops and yeah, use it as you should. However, I've just never been able to really get into it. It's a beautiful tool. It's a great tool. But it's just never been my cup of noodles. I probably should, though, give it another crack. It's been a while. But then, you know, there's other add-ons like Grid Modular. Oh, no, Spooky Winnow. I've tried to use that one as well, and it's good, but it's just I haven't been able to get that into my workflow properly either. So, anyway. Let's do an E to extrude. I'm going to do a shift right click here. There we go, perfect. E to extrude. Oi, someone just subscribed. Ping something. Who just came? Han, welcome. Han. Grid modeler, yes, best add-on ever. Yep. We got a mesh machine also. Yes, I've got mesh machine. Actually, I bought mesh machine. How do you use mesh machine? F? No. E? No. Q? No. I know it's enabled. Mesh. Creative. There's creative flow. No, that's Blender Guppy. I do have it. I've bought it. I might not have installed it on this version of Blender yet. I think that's what it is. Generate. Mirror. On the Canon. Okay, how's that looking? That is looking not too shabby. There needs to have a piece in the bottom here. Let's put an edge loop through the center there. E to extrude. And then we're just going to move that like that. And that's going to cover that section. Snippy, welcome. Machine tools. Yes, I've got it. I've got it. I wonder. Have I actually downloaded it recently? Machine? Decal machine. Sanctus. Mesh. Sucker lemon. Let's go to Blender Market. Blender Market. Jumping over into here. What are you looking for? Mesh machine. I think it's with a 3. Did I buy it on here in Gumroad? Oh, fine, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta find it now. That's a future market problem. I'll look at it through the week. Speaking of Blender version, has anyone upgraded to 4.2 yet? I'm hesitant to upgrade to 4.2, and that's because NVIDIA Omniverse have their alpha in 4.2. So that means I kind of get conflicted versions. So depending on what NVIDIA has done, I will normally stay whatever's they're not using. Just because then, you know, add-ons kind of get muddled up with them and blah, blah, blah. So, okay, let's scroll that down. Then we're going to do a Shift D, scale that. And then we kind of have this there. I almost feel that this plate here needs to come up to about there. It just seems a little bit off balanced. But overall, I'm fairly happy with how this is looking. Been playing around with it a bit. Can't get it working in UV. Everything comes with, yeah. What I do want to try now, since we are here, let's go into the asset browser. Let's come down into this. Materials, not DreamUV. Where's my materials? It's something grungy grunge. Grunge material. I think it's grunge material. Doesn't sound right. Maybe cycles. Oops. Let's go into GPU. We'll do 32, 64. Into the world settings, and then we're going to type in sky, go suck a lemon, done. Did I grab the right textures? Let's make sure we go U. Cubic projection. I don't think that's the one I'm after. And I don't think it's that one. That's the concrete one. That's the grunge one. Let's just quickly jump into shading, and we're going to have a quick squizzeroonie. What? Actually, I think it is. No. Can't be. Nah, it's not that one. Let's go back into layout. Where the heck is it? Material in here. That's Blender Guppy. That's my ones. That's King North's one. That's Mark's one. Guppy material. I'm a little bit frustrated. What's this one? That's that one. That's definitely not the one. Oh, whole panel. That's the one there. That's the one I was thinking about. Let's go into shading. Select that. Cool. Alright, so let's make sure we apply it to everything. I will have a look at chat in a sec. I can see it going off. Copy material to selected. Let's go back into layout. And without... Let's go tab into edit mode. Shift N to flip the normals. Let's go U, cubic projection. There we go. Not bad. It's all right. Tip, if you're modeling and have textured the object, you need to change one material. Model mats on the object. Just use L. Yes. Yes, that is correct. Love it, Mr. Spooky. I should probably make a video on that one. Control C. Go into my notepad file. Control V. Done. Sheldon, welcome. Speaking of Blender with and on my Mac at work, all the motion graphics titles are broken. Ooh, yeah, yuck. Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun. All right, I'm fairly happy with this Canon. The thing is, though, is it looks a little bit off in terms of where it's sitting. So, for instance, if I grab all this, I'm going to Shift D on the X-axis. I'm going to convert to mesh. we can delete that one now. I hate you. What the? Oh. Let's mirror modifier that puppy off this one here, please. Thank you. Control A. Let's go ahead and delete this side. Control L, delete vertices. Control L, delete vertices. It doesn't even need to be there. From here, we'll re-throw in that mirror modifier, and then we should have our grooves in there. Awesome. Brilliant. Lovely jumblies. And then we can go ahead, select all this, select our base, Control J to Control J to join, and there we go. So from here, let's just do a bit of a quick test-a-rooney. Just going to open up another blend file. Ooh, I already had number 83. Mark 3 is stealing more of my stuff. What am I stealing? Oh, yeah. Okay. Absolutely. No, I haven't stolen any of your stuff. Stolen some ideas, maybe. Or borrowed some ideas, per se. Let's do Control V. What the heck is that air conditioner? That was like a week ago. It was like 4 days. Let's go into here. Control C. Control V. There it is. Now, let's select that. I'm going to scale. And then from here, for instance, we can, slap it on here or something. It's a little bit big. But I mean, we could plop it somewhere in there like so. Obviously redo kind of like the mounting plate. And I think that's not too bad. I'm down with that. Let's go tab into edit mode. Cubic projection. Yeah, nice. I think that fits in quite well. You're just backing them up. How do you export hair with object? What are you exporting into? Ping homage. All right, I like this first gun. I think that's quite nice. We're going to keep with that one. Let's just leave this file open. And using this, I'm going to press M. No. Let's grab this. Hang on, I want to grab that. That comes to the top. Yeah, nice. There we go. And then bevel. Lovely jubblies. So I'm going to grab this, Shift D. We're going to Botaniq it up there. Move Canon 1. Okay. And then it's going to hide it. So now we can get rid of this. And we now have a whole bunch of little assets that we can use. So for instance, ew, what the heck is that? Oh, huh? Ah. Right. Yes, that's fine. So now I just want to quickly fix that up before I punch myself in the face later on. Mirror bevel there. Nice. Go away, Canon. So now we've got a whole bunch of parts that we can work with. Let's apply that cut. Go away. There we go. Go away. So now we've got one piece. We've got something dependent on something in here. Are you dependent on that? Let's go Control A and apply the location, and then that's going to put the fixed. get rid of that now. I hate you. Control A, apply the rotation. Nice. Control A. Let's now get rid of that. So I'm just going to do a quick breakdown of all the parts. G, hold control. And I mean, technically kind of like this would almost be in a Kitbash itself. So if we kind of grab that, we can see all those pipes. We've got this back vent here. We've got this here. Is there anything else of interest that we can steal? I do like this part. So we'll take that, different various lengths. And the casing, sure, why not? Base, this thing, sure. What's the time? 12:30, jeez. G, move that into place. All right, and then from here we can delete these bases. I do want to keep that there. That's our cutter. So we'll just plop that over there. So you can see now how we've created one cannon, torn it apart, and now we should be able to reutilize this. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to start off with this one, Alt G. I do want to go, nope. Let's kind of keep all that. I'm just going to grab it, move it down. What the heck are you? You're a cutter as well. So I'm going to move you down. Shift D, Alt G. Let's go right click. Get out of here, mate. Let's go right click, set origin to geometry. And now I can go Alt G, and that's placed it like so. So will we be getting more than one stream a week now? Probably not. So the Friday that I'm not working anymore is going to be just like content creation and hopefully more videos. I need to be able to pull out more shorts, but I would also want to provide more for Patreon. So that's kind of the jam there. With the power pack, actually, how many got? Over 12 likes. I remember the days when it was like 150 likes. No, if we can get up to 50 likes, I'll give away the giveaway. Let's go 5-6 copies of the thing pack. I know what I'm saying. The power boxes pack. Yes, sweet. All right. So if we can get up to probably, let's go 50 likes. We'll give away probably 10 copies of them. So go tell your friends. Okay. So let's get back into working with this piece. Delete vertices. Now what I did like is if we grab this. Oh no. We're going to grab that. G, Y. Pump that about there. Okay. That's ugly. We'll fix that up later. And then what I am going to do is grab these ones. So let's kind of make these maybe a little bit more long-ranged ones. I want a thing back. We got 17 likes. Let's see if we can get some more. From here, I'm going to add in a cube. Let's do this. I'm going to grab these sides. Scale on the y-axis. Scale on the x-axis. And what I kind of want to do is a bit of a cutout. Now, actually, nope, that's fine. Let's scale that like so. I'm going to grab these faces, G to the Y. G to the Y. Control, click this one, shift left click on this one, control numpad minus. There we go. So now we've got this cut. Going to apply the cut. And then I'm going to grab this face and this face, G to the Y. There we go. So we've kind of got this inset out of here. What we could almost do is grab this piece here, Shift D. Let's go right click, set origin to geometry. Alt G. I don't think that's going to be in center. Oop, it is. All right, sweet. Let's go with that. And then, oh, stop. From here, we can probably put it about there. Scale. Scale on the x-axis, and that gives us that. Yep, that is disgusting. Let's just go U cubic projection. I'm just going to cut, just going to clean up the mesh here. Let's do a K AC, cut all the way through. K AC, cut all the way through. Do this one as well. K A C. Try that again. K A C. And then one. What's that? I don't know. What else? I guess. All right, but GY. Sure, whatevs. I want that thing back. 17 likes, come on, let's bump up those numbers. Okay, that's cool, and I've got a feeling that if I now throw on a empty, there it is, and we plop it here-ish. Select this, add modifier, generate. We'll throw in a mirror modifier off the empty. Nice. U there as well. Let's go generate mirror off empty. All right, cool. That is looking awesome. Awesome. Awesome, as they say. Yes. From here, let's go into a cylinder. Let's go rotate, scale. And I'm going to go rotate 45. And what I'm thinking is that if we go E to extrude, shift right click through here, control, and then E, bring that back. And we kind of have this piece in here, shade smooth by angle. What I kind of want to do, it's almost like a smaller one, but I don't think it's going to work anywhere. Actually, that'll work. Let's do there, G to the Z. There. Nice. Let's make it low. Cool. Good morning, Chef Dave. Whatever. Welcome. Texas. I'm in Australia. It's freezing cold. Actually, I think you guys have it colder anyway at the moment. As always. Let's go into mirror. Let's put an empty. Actually, no. You guys are coming into your summer. It should be boiling in Texas. Boiling. Don't give me Fahrenheit. Do you have a video for doing a turnstile camera setup? I'm going to need one. Yep, easy. So the way you do that is, let's say this piece here. Shift S, cursor selected, or whatever there. If I do Shift A, I'm going to do empty, plane. Let's go ahead and bring our camera into this view. So Control Alt Numpad 0. I'm going to get the camera, Shift left click onto the empty, Control P to parent to there. And so now when you rotate the empty, you have a turntable. There we go. I will make a video on that. How to make a turntable. Actually, no, I should just... Can I add a stream marker? Yes, sweet. Stream marker added. Markers appear in the video editor. Nice. Unable to add stream marker. Weird. Whatever. But yeah, that's how I'll do it. Okay, so I like this. Raining again. Oh, yeah, KY. Kansas? I want to say Kansas. So let's grab that. This to me feels like, yeah, some sort of battery setup. So let's do a Shift D also. A little bit of battery setup. A little bit of kind of like a V8 engine. Dragster. Let's offset it, I reckon. Yes. Grab them. Just make sure that I did. Yep, sweet. Control J to join. That way we can go modifier, mirror, and we do empty. Nice. Cool. That's actually looking pretty suave. Kentucky. Kansas. What's Kansas? Wizard of Oz. From here, I reckon we need some sort of shell. So if we were to select this empty, Shift S cursor selected, let's go into a cube. And what I'm thinking, scale on the y-axis. Let's do there, and we're going to do V to rip, Control L, delete vertices. Just do a video on ripping stuff. Ripping mesh and where to position cursor. Nice. I can't tuck in. Already ate. As a Canadian, I don't know. Don't know how I know most two-letter states. Yeah. I understand what you're saying. Lithuania. Blooper. Hang on. No, I'm thinking of someone else's channel. What's the best cheap GPU computer setup? Can't render. I have no idea what prices are. I don't know what the prices are over in Lithuania. So I can't give you decent advice on that. I'm sorry. Let's go GZ. Let's go GZ. But I would probably say whatever's in your price range would probably be the best bet. Okay, let's bring that down. I'm going to do... I know that's not very helpful. GG. But probably an NVIDIA card is what I'm going to recommend. Oh, I think it's most of the first and last letters of the state, except when it conflicts with other states. Except for Texas. Yeah, Texas have to do everything differently, from my understanding. If there's Texan people, I'm sorry. But I don't know. Okay. What? No. You know what? I'm going to delete these edge loops. I get stuffed. Let's undo them. Okay, I like the hole. I'm going to grab this, this, and this. G to the Z will bring it up. So what I was thinking is to have something protruding out the end. And then this is kind of what's going to balance off the gun. Delete faces. So we don't really... Whoops, let's get rid of these faces here. Oh, jeez. I got to cook like for 500 sausages tomorrow. I live here, not far from here. No offense taken. I'm not from around here. Hey, where's whatever gone? If it was later, yeah. Are you past your bedtime? I'm so past my bedtime. Actually, you know what? I am lying slightly. I'm actually really bad in terms of getting good night's sleep. I highly don't recommend it. This is kind of like one of the reasons why I've dropped down 4 days a week in my day job. I'm really bad. Do not use me as an example. I think since I've started going to bed, you know, like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I've put on like 10 kilos. It's kind of like really, really bad. A lot of weight. 20 likes, another 30 to go. So yeah, don't use me as an example. But yeah, at the moment it's 12:30 at night. We were at a church convention, and it was good just catching up with people who we haven't seen for, 10 plus years, who are from around Australia. So it was great. And the kids made a whole bunch of new friends. So it was good because my wife grew up in the church, and so it's kind of like all her friends who are interstate now got kids roughly the same age. And so it's just been great having them mingle. So I'm just kind of like going through and just adding in a little bit of details now. No, I don't think so. Let's go delete that edge loop. We'll come up into here, Control B. And then let's deselect all that. G to the Y. Something like that. This down here looks a little bit too boxy. I think we might have to make some sort of almost like mounting plates. So what I'm actually thinking, that's a really good idea, Marco. Thanks, no worries. You're more than welcome. I'm going to do an inset. Let's go delete these faces. Yeah, those inset faces with the solidify and modify doesn't really work too well. Well, okay, let's go like so. Control B to do a bevel. And so what I'm thinking is maybe we clear. Oh, no. We've got to do this. Scale 0. GG. That is not what I was after. Let's grab that. You, and you. Delete faces. Let's maybe grab that edge loop, and there. Let's go G to the Y. And so the idea that I'm having at the moment is then from this point, we can kind of like put in our screws, or our bolts, for instance. And then that's what kind of holds it down. And then we've got these pipes. We haven't put any covers over the top, but that's okay. You know, for instance, if I were to grab this, Shift D, P, separate by selection, we went to add modifier, generate solidify modifier, 0.05, and then we brought it down. Let's do a 0. Right click, shade smooth. No. What? Oh yeah, that's why. Let's do a Control A on that. Now I can shade smooth. It's kind of like this rule. My recent commute in my car. Good for Canons to deal with the crazy road drivers. I understand the nut behind the wheel. Obviously, for those of you who worked in IT, would know that the biggest problem is the ID 10T error or pubcap problem problem between computer and chair. I think it is. That's what PubCap is. And for those of you who have never heard that, I'm sorry. You might be a PubCap. Let's go GG. Nope, that. Alright, have a hissy fit, no worries. Grab these, GG. Can you go along that plane for me, please? Oh, whatevs. How do we feel about that? That is absolutely horrendous. Let's undo that as well. Let's go here and here. Control B to do a bevel. Let's maybe clear out these faces here, and we'll come back to them a little bit later. Oops. Delete vertices. Delete them. Yes. GG. That'll give us that. Right click like so, and then from here, GG. GG. Oh, I hate you because I gotta do it both sides. Ah, that's fine, whatevs. Pibcac, yeah. I was close. Oh. Okay. Yes, I'm liking these Canons here. I reckon that, yeah, we've got these battery systems that's kind of like sitting there. Shift S cursor selected. From here, let's go ahead. Let's go into a mesh cylinder. But you can kind of see how starting off with just kind of like a few pieces can merge into then being able to use them. Shift right click, E to extrude. I'm going to go over the top for a brief skimming. And then you can go in. I have, again, another sudden urge to play Hitman. I haven't played Hitman in donkey's ears. Let's go like so. Shift D, and we'll place it about there. Not bad. Then we can go into generate mirror modifier. Lovely. Just kind of like adding in these pieces. Yeah, so I was back in many moons ago. I used to be level 1. No, I didn't. I used to do executive ICT for the big dogs. So going around to kind of like Parliament House and doing that kind of stuff. Those are the days. I don't miss those days at all. Getting yelled at. Can you make a living from modeling? Any good sites to find buyers? No. I am very far from making a living from modeling. Obviously, there are some people that do it. However, they are absolutely exceptional. I know that Chris Kuhn, I think, was doing pretty good for a little bit. But then he just changed priorities. There are some 3D modelers out there. But yeah, it's kind of just finding the pieces that you need to make that people need. That they can just use whenever they can just buy whenever they need. I did see a chart once upon a time on all kind of like the most relevant models. Or, sorry, the top selling models. I don't know where that chart is. But I know there is a chart out there that does that. Alright, let's go something like that. Sell assets on Unreal Unity Marketplace. Yeah, actually, probably should do that. Should get the pack out there. I think that might be a good idea. Because especially kind of like if you have a look at these, that there, I've baked all the textures. They're only 1K textures, but that's fine. You should ask an agency if you want to make a living of modeling. Oh man, no. Those days have sailed. I did once upon a time want to be an actor. And that's why I kind of got into YouTube and doing animation. Because, yes, I wanted to continue that passion, but obviously, you know, you can't do it. I mean, you can do it with kids, but, you know, then you're always out and about away from the family. So, made a decision, kind of like gave up that, focus on the kids, have their dreams. And yeah, that's kind of like one of the reasons why I got into animation. But yeah, the barrier of entry is a little higher. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I just learned to model. That's right. I think, far out, I've been modeling, 3D modeling, because we know someone's going to come in and say something. For like 8 years then. The channel's now 8 years old. I know I've been 3D modeling for over 12 years. But I kind of wish that I did do Blender the first time I picked it up. The biggest problem is I had no idea that there was a shade smooth option. Because I remember trying to learn to model cars. However, you know, when you're putting subdivision surface 6 to try and get like a smooth mesh, I just couldn't do it. But then, yeah, the problem didn't know shade smooth existed. So everything was shade flat. And you have to remember, we're going now back 2001. I'm like, oh, you stupid idiot. You idiot. Okay, let's have a look. Oops. Yeah, about there. That looks good. Oh. Look at that. Extrude selected vertices if a circle around the cursor is indicated from viewport. What? That's why I can't rotate that around. Let's select this, Control L, rotate 90, rotate 45. You stupid idiot. We'll come about there. Ah. There we go. Now we can go rotate 40 to the minus. Bit of a weird shape on that, but that is fine. I just did a fluff, and that's okay. Shift D to the X. I've been on 3D and working on Unreal and French. Yep. But I'm not one to go out and search for clients. Yep. The imposter syndrome stopped me. I completely understand about imposter syndrome. My wife, due to my session pens. That is freaking great, Mark. That is brilliant. I'm jumping on Stockbook for that one. That's a copy paste. Oh gosh. Control V. Alright, so back to this. That's looking cool. I think we are definitely missing something in this space. Let's do I to do an inset. E to extrude. Dang it. If I do I. Never mind. And we'll do another E to extrude. How's that looking? I think that looks pretty good. Let's... Yeah, that was pretty good, Mark. That was good. Stolen. I'm not gonna lie. I'm stealing that one. GY. There we go. I mean, I do like it. I think this here needs a bit of a bevel. Perfect. Great. Awesome. Brilliant. Control S to save. Now, just for funsies, U, delete. U, Shift D. Where's our other Canon that we've created so far? Deselect that. G. Move Canon. Move. New scene. Canon 2. Oh, get stuff. Caps lock. There we go. And for now, we're going to grab this. Let's do a convert to mesh. What do you? Delete. Let's now go ahead and grab all that. Select this. Control J to join. Control C. And we'll grab that. Dump it on this ship. Control V. Shift S. Selection to cursor. Now I'm just using this ship just to kind of see what it's going to look like. Bigger stuff cannon over the cockpit. Let's go something like that. Why not? Oops. Select that. U. Cubic projection. What is it going to look like? I don't know. Oh, let's see you animate them. Ooh. Yeah, it's a little bit ridiculous. That actually, yeah, I like that one. That one's the favorite one at the moment. Your ships are looking better and better. Yeah, they are. It's more the texturing. The biggest problem though is exporting these to other applications, because the goal is to create an animation in Omniverse, but baking these are a pain in the bum. So, but yeah, I like this grunge texture. That's available on Patreon somewhere. It's a good ship. That is a good ship. Badger repeaters. But what was I going to say? Guns said something. Now let's see you animate them. Okay, yeah, sure. I would... this one here, probably not. This one, though, you probably could. So if we were to go into here, period key. This one here, you should be able to animate. So for instance, if I were to grab all that, Shift D, dump you there. Cool. Okay, let's go convert to mesh. Control J to join. Let's go ahead and make sure we select these now, because we can get rid of these. Control L, delete vertices. Perfect. So the way I would do it, oops, let's grab these as well. Control L, delete vertices, is nice and easy. We know that this is the main part of the gun. This is what's going to be moved. This is the main part of the gun. Control L. I'm actually just going to jump in, create two shape keys. This is going to be basis. It's going to be Canon back. I mean, you know, we could technically put in as an armature. and then we just kind of like move it back. So now, doom doom, doom doom. So for instance, frame 30, we go right click, insert keyframe, frame 33, all the way back, and then frame 40 comes back. So we would have kind of like, I think that's a little bit too, there you go. How would you create laser from the Canon? I actually thought about this. I did try and create an add-on from that a while back. Real simple is create a mesh. Oh, stuff it. Let's just do it now. If we went Shift S cursor to selected, Shift S cursor to selected. If we went into, let's go UV sphere, rotate X minus scale on the Y-axis. Nice. Ay. Oops. Portrait editing is turned on. Go something like here. Put it in the middle. Probably scale that up. Control A. Apply. Scale. So the way I would do this now. Offset of the barrel. Yeah, we could do that. So for instance, if we went, let's just delete this keyframe. And we'll go left, right. So for instance, now left, we select this side. G, Y. 1. Goes back a little bit far. Oh well. Control L. G, Y, 1. Alright. So now we delete these keyframes. Keyframe 30. Let's go insert and insert. We'll offset in a sec. Frame 3, 1 and 1. Right click, insert, and then frame 50. Bring it back to 1. Right click, insert, right click, insert. Now with, I wonder, is it actually going to bring up, if we go into dope sheet, dope sheet, dope sheet, dope sheet, there we go. Shape key editor, increase the size of all this, then we can just go, right, just hide you for a sec. G3. Nice. Cool. Cool. Archviews was the reason Unreal changed their payment model. Ooh, I haven't looked into that. That would be actually interesting to see. So, and then from here, what do we got? Here, let's do I. Keying set is what? What are you talking about, you drunk? Let's do into this. I. Get stuffed. Right click. Insert keyframe. Right click. We want, let's just go location for now. We'll just make it nice and easy. And then we'll just go, right, frame 50, G, Y 100 minus I. Okay. Now the reason why that's coming up, if we go back into timeline, playback, nope, keying. If I press I now, press I now. What the heck? Location. I. Drunk. Beautiful. So we've got that. And what I'm going to do is that's the y-axis. So I'm going to go right click, delete that keyframe. What? No, right click, delete single keyframe. And then do that. Right click, delete single keyframe. So we've got our bullet going. If I do now Shift D, we're going to go GX3 to the minus, I think. Perfect. Now we just move this one over. Cool. From here, we're going to select U. We will keyframe on 30. I can go right click on the hidden button or even the rendered button. Insert keyframe. And then we go here, insert keyframe. So although we can see it now, when we render it, it'll actually be invisible. So it's off, on, and I don't care. This one here is on, off. And so they'll come flying out. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to create a nice bright blue. Whoops, principal shader. We'll change that to emission. Make it a nice blue. Just for fun, I'm not going to worry about the material too much. Let's go 10. This one here can be emission as well. Still Control S to save. And then if we kind of come into rendered, obviously they're sitting in there at the moment. Okay. Let's come over into motion blur. Yes, we will pump that up. Control Alt Numpad 0. Let's just bring that out. I'm going to just set this to frame 60. Let's just render this at 0.03 samples just to hurry it up. And I'm going to go like that. Save. Bake. Nope. Film. Nope. Yeah, film. Nope. Whew, I'm getting tired. There we go. Laser. Stupid caps lock. And let's just go render, render, render. Oops, we're going to solid mode. Render animation. All right. Yeah. Pew pew. Okay, what do we got? 5 seconds. Oh, far out. Okay, let's stop that. We're going to do this. Oh my goodness, my wife's got the heater on and it is cooking now. Render animation. So there we go. We're just going to give it a sec, let it render it out. And then you've kind of seen now that's kind of like the process of going through and animating it. Obviously, we could have used bones to animate the Canons. That's probably especially handy if you're taking it over to Unreal Engine or Unity or Godot if you wanted to. Hang on. Godot, no. You can use bones, but also, yeah, you've got shape keys available. And I mean, I really haven't done any materials to that Canon. But I mean, technically we could put in 2 cylinders. We've got one cylinder that's at, 50% transparency. And the next cylinder over the top is, like a gradient texture or something that we can throw over the top. All right, what frame? I think we're going to go to frame 55, or we'll just go to frame 60, whatever's. Just kind of like as it reloads, so everything's come back, and so we'll see. Actually, I do have a solution for the Canon problem. Actually, I should. Let me write a note on that one. I'll make that a free add-on. Canon Fire. I did try once upon a time program it, but now that I'm using GPT for all, yeah, I just make like a local copy. But for water sims, fire, and other effects, is it better to use Unreal Engine? Yes, I would say so, purely for the fact is the fluid simulations in Blender are based off a very old system, and the person who developed those systems no longer actually works at Blender. So nobody's been, I don't want to say nobody's been smart enough to kind of create another system like that, but I think that they struggle to pick that body of work up. Oh, gosh dang it. Good hot. Alright, let's go. Come on. We're almost done. 2 more frames. 10 more seconds. I love GPT 4.0. Yeah, I don't use GPT 4.0. I've at the moment got everything installed locally on my computer. So I use Invoke, and then I'm also using GPT for all, but I'm also using Krita AI, which is really interesting. So if I were to go view, nope. If I were to go now, edit, render, view, animation. Yeah, we're cool with that? I'm happy with that. Alright. I'm going to call it a night, though, because I am wrecked. We've got 32 people. That's not too bad. How many subscribers? Can't tell. I used RealFlow and Cinema 4D. What? Downside? Oh, yeah. I tried to do stuff in Houdini. Oh, my goodness. It was like punching myself in the face. A, because there's no training material out there for Houdini. And yeah. But there you go. Mr. Spooky, all for you. I'll make a video for this on how I did all this. But yeah, enjoy. I actually might turn this into an Instagram reel.